This is the Monarch enclosure. There are multiple caterpillars on this small plant. I don't know, can you see that one inside? And then there's this guy up here, and then there's one inside there. So I'm going to put that whole piece of plant up top on the clean paper towels. On here we have this is a fifth instar. It's a younger fifth instar. This guy is an older fifth instar. And then we've got a little guy back here, probably a third instar or so. Okay, so now we've got to check all the other leaves. I don't see anyone on there. I see some caterpillar skin, which means that somebody was molting inside of this leaf. It is now empty. These are the leftover pieces of skin. That's right, I remember we had a lot of molting caterpillars in that corner. So I'm just still opening this up to make sure nobody is hiding in it. Seed pod wasn't touched, wasn't eaten. Okay, nobody is in there. Nobody on there. I don't see anybody on the back of the leaf. Nobody is on the front of that leaf. Nobody is on this one. That's good. That means that everybody moved off of the dried leaves they were molting on and found their way onto fresh food. Nobody is in there. Whew, one of the swallowtails in here must have their osmeterium out, because I smell it. Pear is quiet. Nobody on there. Nobody on there. Pear is quiet. And nobody on there. Let's see, I guess we'll do this one next. Nobody on the back or front. Nobody on the front or back. Nobody on the front or back. Nobody on the back or front. Nobody on the back or front. Nobody on the back or front. Guess they didn't like that branch. Okay, tip this over. Did you see all that frass fall out? we do have a caterpillar here on the end. We have another smaller one in there. Nobody on the back or front of that one. Nobody on the back or front there. I think I already checked this leaf. Nobody there or there. Nobody there or there. Nobody there. So it looks like there's only caterpillars on the top few leaves. So I'm gonna cut this off and stick it on the top where the clean paper towels are. Okay, on to this one. Nobody on that leaf. Nobody on that leaf. Nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there. Or there. Nobody in there. Or back there. Nobody in there. So it looks like this big 5th instar is the only one on the plant. So we'll just take the leaf that he's on and put it up top. Let's see, nobody touched that seed pod or that seed pod. Now over on one of these, oh, that is not the outcome I was hoping for. I was gonna say that somebody was pupating in there, and it is not a good outcome. And I will show you. First off, this black in here is dried hemolymph, which is blood. So right off the bat, that's a bad sign. Let's take care of the caterpillars that are on this plant currently. There is this guy down here. So we'll clip that leaf off. There is this guy up here. So we'll clip that leaf off. Let me see if anybody else is on this plant. Nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there. And nobody there. Okay, now we'll go back to this chrysalis. It formed against the leaf, so the back of it is very flat and deformed. There is dried blood on the back of it, and then there is fresh blood seeping out from the bottom, and this black spot here is all blood. So I don't know if it got accidentally eaten by another caterpillar or what. But unfortunately, this guy is not savable. So I'm going to have to euthanize this chrysalis because it is still alive. And by doing that, I put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer, and that's one of the most humane ways to euthanize a chrysalis. So moving on, we have a caterpillar right here preparing to molt. So we're gonna trim that off. On this leaf, there is a smaller caterpillar right there. So those two leaves can go up top. Let's see who else we can find on here. Nobody on that leaf. Nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there. And nobody there. Okay, we have one more branch in here. I do see a caterpillar up here. So right away I'm going to snip off that leaf. Here's the caterpillar. And then I will start looking inside of these leaves. Nobody on the front or back. Nobody on the front or on the back. Nobody on the front or back. I'll try to unroll this leaf here gently, just in case there could be somebody hiding inside. There is not. There's nobody on the front or back. Oh, there is a caterpillar preparing to molt inside of this leaf. So we'll clip that leaf off. See it in there? Okay, let's continue searching. Nobody on the front or back. Nobody on that either. Okay, so in here there are a couple of just pieces of leaf. That one's empty. That one's empty. I'm going to roll up paper towels. There is a caterpillar skin in here from a caterpillar that pupated. That's the skin right there. I'm gonna grab the new paper towels with the caterpillars and put them in here. I'm gonna grab my pile of milkweed discards. We'll put them in a discard bag. And we'll start feeding these guys. Just move some of these caterpillars so I can put down some heavier milkweed without worrying about squishing anybody. So this one is very heavy. It has a big thick stem and huge leaves. Just absolutely huge leaves. So we're gonna put that down right there. And grab this big guy, put him over here. Grab this guy, put him over there. And we'll put that right over there as well. This isn't the best looking milkweed, but it's not spoiled either. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't put down a heavy plant onto a small caterpillar. I think that they have enough food in here now. What I do want to show you is top of the enclosure. We have a caterpillar right here waiting to drop down into J. So he's getting mad that I'm over by him. He's already made his silk button. He should be holding on to that silk button over here. I can't exactly tell if it is or not. And he's just kind of barely holding on with a couple of his legs. And he will be dropping down into J shortly. This caterpillar was working on his silk button. He is not holding on to it with his hind legs yet. The silk button is right up there. And then we have two chrysalises there, one chrysalid there, chrysalis there. We have one J over here and one more chrysalis. That's it for the monarchs for tonight.